Sobrang di ko pa mapaniwala. Maraming salamat sa suporta. Sana patuloy yung suporta niyo sa akin.
Sasnovich was caught on camera screaming cheat after Eala's unbelievable 0-4 comeback, turning what should have been a triumphant moment into a full-blown scandal. She cheated. It's incredibly ridiculous that she was only fast in the last 3 minutes of the match. Sasnovich shouted words that instantly froze the tennis world. Just seconds earlier, Filipino sensation Alexandra Eala had completed what many are calling the miracle of the century, clawing her way back to defeat Alexandra Sasnovich at the Abu Dhabi Open. Instead of a routine handshake and applause, chaos erupted on center court. Sasnovich didn't just accept defeat, she exploded in anger, pointing a trembling finger at the 20-year-old star and accusing her of using illegal high-tech equipment to steal the victory. She demanded an immediate investigation and even called for the match result to be overturned. Then, just 10 minutes later, the Rafa Nadal Academy released a stunning statement that silenced the entire stadium. What really happened in those mysterious final 3 minutes? Is Alex Eala the greatest comeback artist of her generation, or is there truly something hidden in her racket handle? Today on Courtiva Tennis, we break down the scandal, the screaming, and the truth behind the match that broke the internet. You won't want to miss the Rafa Nadal Academy's savage response. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into the drama. It was the round of 16 at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open. The lights were blazing, the crowd was electric, and the scoreboard painted a grim picture for Alex Eala. She had dropped the first set 2-6, fought her way back to take the second 6-4, but in the deciding set she fell into a brutal 0-4 hole, staring at a double-break deficit. Sasnovich was in complete control, the Belarusian veteran seemingly already thinking ahead to her quarter-final matchup. Then, in what felt like a heartbeat, everything shifted. Eala didn't just improve, she transformed. She moved with unbelievable speed, chased down every ball, and fired winners from impossible angles. Point by point, she clawed her way back to 6-6, forcing a tiebreak, where she sealed the match 7-6, winning the breaker 7-5. The crowd erupted, Filipino flags waving wildly in celebration. But while the stands were euphoric, the atmosphere on court turned icy. As Eala approached the net glowing with joy, Sasnovich refused a normal handshake. Instead of extending her hand, she pointed a finger. Courtside witnesses said her face was red with rage, not disappointment. The microphones caught her shouting, "It's not possible. Check her racket. Check her shoes." On live television, she openly accused Eala of wrongdoing, igniting a controversy that instantly overshadowed the comeback itself. Sasnovich went as far as accusing Eala of activating some kind of speed-enhancing technology in the final moments of the match. She was dead tired, Sasnovich shouted at the umpire. She could barely walk at 0-4, and suddenly she's Usain Bolt. She cheated. It was ugly, raw, and the kind of drama that instantly sets the tennis world on fire. But was this simply the frustration of a squandered lead, or did Sasnovich genuinely believe she had witnessed something suspicious? To understand her reaction, you have to look at the match statistics. For nearly 2.5 hours, Alexandra Sasnovich had been the stronger player, dictating from the baseline, serving powerfully, and pinning Eala deep in the corners. At 0-4 in the third set, Eala looked completely spent. Her shoulders were slumped, she was wiping sweat from her face constantly, and her body language suggested a player preparing for defeat. Then, almost inexplicably, the momentum shifted. Eala's foot speed appeared to jump dramatically, her reaction sharpened, and she began saving match points not with cautious rallies but with fearless line-clipping winners. At 5-5 in the decider, one rally seemed to shatter Sasnovich's composure. She executed a near-perfect drop shot that should have ended the point, yet Eala sprinted forward from the baseline and somehow reached it, turning defense into attack in a way that left the veteran stunned. Eala exploded forward, reached the drop shot, and somehow flicked a cross-court winner with millimeter precision. Sasnovich froze with her hands on her hips, staring down at Eala's shoes as if the answer had to be there. You could almost see the questions racing through her mind. How did she move that fast? The final tiebreak passed in a blur, with Eala shifting from defense to attack in an instant. When the last ball was struck, she had completed the comeback, 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, sealing it 7-5 in the breaker. But instead of celebrating the resilience of a young champion, the story immediately shifted because of Sasnovich's emotional outburst. "Only fast in the last 3 minutes," she insisted. "Was it pure adrenaline? Was it the puso, the heart and fighting spirit Filipino fans always talk about? Or, as some tabloids began suggesting, was there technology involved? That accusation opened an entirely new can of worms. High-tech equipment. What exactly was Sasnovich implying? Tennis has seen doping allegations and illegal coaching controversies before, but equipment designed to enhance speed was a fresh twist. Online forums erupted within minutes. Conspiracy theories spread rapidly, with users zooming in on photos of Eala's racket handle, speculating about hidden sensors or gyroscopes for added stability. Others fixated on her shoes, whispering without any verified evidence about experimental energy return prototypes supposedly not yet approved by the ITF. Some claimed that advanced carbon fiber plates could provide an unfair sprint advantage, drawing comparisons to past debates in other sports about performance-enhancing footwear. Suddenly, what should have been a thrilling comeback had turned into a full-scale technological mystery. The controversy echoed the debate we once saw in marathon running over high-tech shoes and performance advantages. Sasnovich's argument centered on what she described as the physical impossibility of such a dramatic turnaround. According to reports, her camp insisted that no athlete could go from visible exhaustion to explosive speed without some kind of external aid. "I have played her before," Sasnovich allegedly told her box. "She does not have that gear. That was not her running. That was something else." It sounded extreme, almost like science fiction, but when a seasoned veteran risks a fine to shout accusations on center court, it inevitably forces people to ask, what did she think she saw? For 10 tense minutes, the accusation hung heavy in the air. The stadium buzzed with confusion. Commentators stumbled through awkward filler as Sasnovich continued arguing with the referee. Then came the response that shifted the entire narrative. The Rafa Nadal Academy, where Eala has trained since her junior years, wasted no time issuing a statement. And it was nothing short of a mic drop moment. "We have heard the ridiculous and defamatory accusations made regarding our athlete, Alexandra," the statement began. "Let us be crystal clear. The only high-tech equipment Alexandra uses is her heart, her work ethic, and the thousands of hours she has spent sweating on the clay in Manacor." The message, channeling the spirit of Rafael Nadal himself, didn't stop there. To accuse a 20-year-old of cheating because she refused to give up at 0-4 is not just an insult to her, it is an insult to the sport of tennis. Alexandra was fast in the last 3 minutes because she is a fighter who does not know how to quit. "We invite Miss Sasnovich to come train with us for a week. Perhaps then she will understand where that speed comes from." And that moment, the academy didn't just defend Eala, they flipped the narrative, essentially branding Sasnovich a sore loser who couldn't accept being outworked. The statement stunned the stadium, and Filipino fans erupted in applause. Officials quickly checked the racket. It was standard. The shoes were inspected. Also standard. With no evidence of wrongdoing, the accusations lost their fuel, and Sasnovich was left looking like a player overwhelmed by the pressure of a surging Filipino star. But drama like that doesn't simply disappear overnight. A screaming confrontation at the net, global headlines, and cheating allegations take a psychological toll. Eala had little time to process it. All her quarterfinal against the dangerous Russian Ekaterina Alexandrova was waiting. And this is where reality hit. Less than 24 hours after the emotional and physical roller coaster of the comeback, Eala stepped back onto the court. The crowd was still behind her, chanting her name. Cameras zoomed in on her shoes, a lingering effect of the controversy. Yet lightning didn't strike twice. She fought, but she looked drained. The emotional weight of defending her integrity, combined with the sheer physical exhaustion of that marathon comeback, seemed to catch up with her. Alexandrova, a top 15 player, gave her no openings, winning 6-3, 6-3 with clinical precision. There were no miraculous 0-4 recoveries this time. Eala saved breakpoints and managed to break back once, but the tank was running on empty. The question lingered: did Sasnovich's outburst and the storm it created ultimately cost Eala her momentum? Did Sasnovich's outburst ultimately cost Eala the tournament? Did the distraction of an investigation and the global scrutiny keep her up all night? We may never know, but the timing is hard to ignore. And in tennis, there's no pause button, the tour moves fast. Fresh off the controversy and her quarterfinal run, Eala flew straight to Doha for the Qatar Open, a prestigious WTA 1000 event. She had just broken into the top 40 for the first time in her career, a massive milestone, but she was stepping into a shark tank. Her first-round opponent was Teresa Valentova, an 18-year-old Czech prodigy and another rising star who had troubled Eala before. This was supposed to be redemption, the perfect stage to silence critics and prove that Abu Dhabi was about heart, not hype. The first set was tight and tense, going to a tiebreak. Eala had her chances, but Valentova, fresh and untouched by controversy, edged it 7-6. In the second set, the emotional toll of the previous week seemed to crash down all at once. The epic comeback, the cheating accusation, the Rafa Nadal Academy's fiery defense, the loss to Alexandrova, the immediate travel to Doha. Eala faded, dropping the set 6-1 and exiting in the first round. It was a tough blow. Ranking points were on the line, and a dip now loomed. But step back and look at the bigger picture. Alexandra Sasnovich accused Eala of cheating not because she was caught, but because she couldn't believe someone could fight that hard. In a strange way, that's the ultimate compliment wrapped inside an insult. Eala played at a level so fierce, so relentless, that it shattered her opponent's sense of what was possible. That's not scandal, that's impact. And for a 20-year-old breaking into the top 40, the story is far from over. The Rafa Nadal Academy stood firm, and the high-tech rumors quickly dissolved into nothing more than emotional accusations from a frustrated opponent who had let a 4-0 lead slip away. Yes, Eala fell in the next round. Yes, she stumbled in Doha. But that's the reality of growing up on tour. She's only 20 years old, newly inside the top 40, competing against the best players in the world, and not just competing, but pushing them to their limits. She's making seasoned veterans sweat. She's making them shout. She's making them doubt. Sasnovich can point fingers all she wants, but the only thing truly electric about Alex Eala is her fighting spirit. This wasn't cheating, it was resilience. It was belief. It was greatness, and sometimes greatness looks frightening to those who aren't ready for it. So what do you think? Was Sasnovich justified in questioning that sudden burst of speed, or was this simply a veteran struggling to accept defeat against Filipino fierce pride? Let us know where you stand, Team Eala or Team Investigation. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the wildest controversies of the 2026 season, show some love, stay subscribed, and keep following the drama with us. This is Cortiva Tennis signing off. See you on the court.
No, the Academy has been my home for the past 7 years. And of course, I have to...
I think for United tennis players, especially the juniors, I think it's a great opportunity to be exposed to this level and this competition.
I'm super happy with the game, how I played. I think she was a tough opponent, and yeah, tough conditions out there, very hot, but I'm just very happy.
Alex, after a terrific year last year, how does it feel to be making your main draw debut at Melbourne?
It feels great. I'm super excited, coming in.
I'm out. Can you give us an update on what you're feeling on your right leg? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a bit of discomfort and